sir.
Let's unshackle us.
Let's get started.
Here we go.
With the shackle.
Unshackle me, I'll give you a big hug. Your host,
Charles! Zach!
Charles.
Is Zach in trouble? Trouble?
Zach? He's a great guy.
Sports. And video games.
Start the show?
Welcome back to Unshackled Pod. Week 1 of football has been completed. Charles, we got a lot to talk about.
Buddy, do we not? Jeez. Today we're going to be talking about some Week 1 recap, followed by some bets we like for the week, some quick college football thoughts and insights, our Week 2 predictions, and end with the top 5 snake draft. Buddy, let's start with the positive and negative, though. What's your positive?
My positive is that I'm off to a hot start in the sports book already. I didn't think it would happen this quick, but college football, I won like 6 units, and then used that 6 units that I won to turn it into 18 through the NFL. So,
Buddy,
good
put in
first
work.
week. Yeah.
Good for you, because my positive was not that. My positive was, we got Chris Jones, all right? Let alone a bad deal, but my positive is we got Chris Jones back. The team's back, dude. We're going to have a good game against the Jags, and we're going to have a bounce back. We'll talk about that later, though, but the Chiefs, our big three, we're back, all right? And for right now, that's all that matters, okay? That's my positive, dude. I got to stay positive, all right? Because it's not, the most positive contract, but we got to stay positive, dude. What's your negative, buddy?
Yeah.
What's your negative, buddy?
Well, sticking with the Chiefs, my negative is Kadarius Toney. So I won't even talk about his game performance yet, but for a guy who talked a lot of shit during the offseason to the team that he left, obviously didn't have a very good game, and then deletes his Twitter. Embarrassing. You gotta learn to take a little bit of your own medicine. And then we'll talk about the Giants game as well, but after that he started talking shit on his Instagram and then dipped again right after. I love trash talk, but if that's the way you're gonna do it, just don't do it at all. What's your negative, bud?
Well, if I could just add a quick thought is, as a Giants fan and a Chiefs fan, I agree with you. Like, I don't get it. Like, first of all, just get over your old team. I don't get that part. But second of all, if you're going to talk shit, you better sit there and take it when it doesn't work out. But, that's just me personally. But anyways, my negative, dude.
Real quick, just so we get on recording, I told Charles this earlier this week, but Kadarius Toney is just the offensive version of Eli Apple at this point.
Yeah, until further notice, huh? He's...
At least Eli Apple would take the banter back, though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he'd just find a way to talk more shit, even though he lost. Yeah, he would find... That's, well, I guess to each their own. My negative, buddy, was I didn't win shit in betting. So that was my negative. I lost basically... I ended up only like minus 25, but like it was a long ride. It was a long ride. Like, I got a lot from college, and then everything that went into NFL was pretty much an L. So it was painful, dude.
Long season.
I gotta stay positive, dude. We gotta stay positive. All right, dude. Let's do some week 1 rundown, some stories, some recap. So,
well, let's start off with the kickoff game for the entire NFL season. We both started off 0-1 this week when the Chiefs lost to the Lions 21-20.
I think that's just one of those games that we're gonna have to move past because it was just sloppy. I hate using this excuse, but we didn't have a couple of our best players. But honestly, we should have won still. It was just a sloppy game, and Kadarius Toney dropped some easy passes, man. Simple as that. He should have just don't talk your shit, dude. I just take your shit is what I'm saying. Take your shit and prove to everybody next game and drop like 150 yards and 2 tutties, and then be like, okay, fine, guys, I had a bad game. Sorry. It is on the coaches, too, for kind of throwing him in there without even getting him a lot of practice. But at the same time, it's like he's a professional.
Andy Reid had said something saying that he should have put him in there that much after he just missed like a lot of off-season time. But still, it wasn't even just him. A lot of the wide receivers struggled.
Yeah.
None of them
we
really
had like
looked
7
great.
drops.
Yeah, none of them really looked great. And the effect of not having Travis Kelce on the field was definitely felt.
Ironically, though, like Noah Gray was the one bright spot of
Yeah.
of that catching unit, which I was surprised. I didn't think that was going to happen, so I was pretty happy.
But
Both the tight ends really
outside
played
of
well. But
wide receivers, questionable play calls. It was very
Yeah.
strange things that we were doing.
not enough running for Pacheco, dude. He's a dog.
Not enough
Just give him the
Pacheco,
ball.
too much CEH, kicking a
Oh,
field
God.
goal when they shouldn't have. I mean,
A couple times. They
just
could
some
have gone
questionable
both times,
decisions.
but yeah. But
But-
move past it, dude. Hey, good job for the Lions, man. They did everything they needed to do. Like they really did. They won the game. It wasn't like a flashy, crazy game, but they did, and it was gritty. and
Rookies
they did
looked
what they needed.
great.
Their rookies look good, dude. That's a good. God, give Jahmyr Gibbs the ball, but I'm okay with it. Not that first.
They'll
week,
work him
but
in a lot
he's
more,
Gonna,
but
he
yeah,
is
I
gonna
agree.
tear some. He's gonna tear some defenses up, man. But yeah, man. On to some
Well,
some other game.
Obviously, the Chris Jones contract. I've changed my mind to I'm just gonna hope he balls out this year. I'm not even gonna think about it. How Veach hates the defense and is gonna let him go after this year, but I'm just gonna hope that Chris Jones balls out and gets a contract somewhere and gets what he's paid to, what he
I agree.
deserves.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I'm gonna stay positive. We got him for at least the rest of the year. I love watching him play. Whatever's gonna happen next year, we'll see. But for right now, I'm just gonna enjoy him on the team. I mean, he's fun to watch. That's all you could do. It's not like we can go in there and say, hey, give this dude 32 mil. Like I would do that, but we'll just see what happens. Hey, Tooney's a dog, by the way, though, because Tooney restructured his contract just to make sure Chris Jones was on the team. So I was
Good
just
guy.
saying, dude, offensive linemen
He
are the
needs
shit.
someone good to practice against.
Hey, yeah, he's trying to warm up.
All right.
That's why Creed, man. Creed's like, yay.
After that
But yeah.
Thursday night game, it felt like a very long wait until the Sunday at noon kickoff. But let's go ahead and start with this first game. After getting a record-breaking contract,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow getting $275 million extension for 5 years, the Bengals lose 3-24 against the Browns.
that was. I don't know if everybody watched this game. Like, unfortunately, I did watch a lot of this game because I was expecting it to be a little bit better. But man, dude, I mean, hey, good on the Browns, not the Elves, the Browns, buddy. 'Cause I think
good
they proved that
one.
they were all right. Yeah, the L's are the L's are the Bang L's because they got murked. Okay, I mean, I hate supporting Deshaun Watson, but the Browns. I mean,
He
that was
didn't
a
even look
team.
good.
Team win. He didn't, but like their team looked good, man. The defense was. I mean, it was electric. It was a cool game to watch if you're a defensive guy. But outside
Well,
of that, man,
I mean, it's a cool game to watch if you wanted to watch one good defense. Even the Bengals defense didn't look
Yeah.
great. But
Yeah.
yeah, Sean didn't look good. I get the Bengals start slow, but that was really slow.
yeah. I mean, it was it? It could have been better than. They had 3 picks last time. I mean, last season opener. I don't know. Is that worse or better? I don't know. I mean, we'll get to a guy who had
They
3
just need
picks
to
later.
stop
but
giving the Bengals division games to open the season because
it's just bad every time.
Not good for them.
Every time.
All right.
All right, dude. But yeah, let's talk about another one. The Texans Ravens. Some interesting. I mean, weird score.
Yeah, scoregami actually.
Score.
But another game that was not very fun to watch. Another slow start for the Ravens, but they got the job done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, J.K. Dobbins lost his Achilles, and he is out for the season.
Unfortunately, also, he's not the only Achilles we're going to be talking about. But yeah, man, that's tough, dude. J.K. Dobbins, I feel so bad for the guy. I mean, he's got like 3 seasons in a row where he just can't play.
Especially when he spent all offseason trying to get a new contract. I mean, it's just worse timing for him.
You just got to wonder, like, at a certain point, I hate saying this, but like, are the guys, like, where does your career go? Like, do you still have is he still going to be able to keep playing? I wish they could, but it's just, when you got that bad at the injury bug, I just don't know. I hope his career is not over. He is an electric player when he's on the field, but like, man, it's just one thing after another. I feel bad for him, but I mean, all things aside, I mean, like the Ravens started that game off insanely slow, and like towards the end of the game, they kind of looked pretty decent. But I mean, God, Lamar, all these quarterbacks that got paid just struggled.
Slow start. Yeah, slow
Yeah.
start for all of them. Bright Light, Zay Flowers looked like a dog. I'm
looked
excited
great.
to watch him this season.
Oh, he looked great, dude. Rookie of the year, in my opinion, man. If he keeps this up, I mean, he looked
Possibly,
great.
yeah.
At least, I guess offensive, but yeah.
Moving on.
First surprise.
Well, not so much of a surprise because we talked about it, but Bucks win over the Vikings 20-17. We talked about how last year the Vikings really just won all these one-score games, and so that's not always going to happen. I mean, they're already off to a bad start this year, losing a 1-score game. So
Yeah,
Baker
11-0.
Mayfield, though, I mean, he got what was his name? Kyle Brandt's angry run of the week.
Yeah, we threw the.
He said, "Get your weight up, little boy."
He said, "Get your weight up, dude." That's look, Baker. I mean, he's got the grit. The guy's got the moxie. If he could just get back into like confidence, I think for him is a big issue. But I mean, then he's fun to watch when he's kind of on. That game wasn't super entertaining, but it was also like another game where it was they grinded it out, and the team that defense looked good. That was the first time I saw that Bucks defense look really good in a while.
Justin Jefferson's still Justin Jefferson, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Mike Evans scores a touchdown and doesn't celebrate at all. He ran like straight to the bench. So
yeah, that should tell you a little something about
not happy.
what's happening there, dude. That should tell you a little something. That's a good play though. That's saying what you want to say without saying it, and I kind of respect it. But anyways, man, yeah, no, hey, good on the Bucks, dude. They proved a lot of people wrong. Vikings, they went 11-0 last year in 1-score games, and they're 0-1 this year. So I don't know, man. Maybe they needed it. I don't know how that. I don't know. Kirk did not look great.
Yeah, not at all. Moving on, let's see. Panthers 10, Falcons 24. I don't have much. Really wasn't a very entertaining game at all. Bryce Young didn't look terrible, but didn't look good. I mean,
yeah, he looked actually better than I thought he was going to look. I thought he was going to look worse. I mean, he didn't look great by any means, but I don't know. That was just a boring game. It was. This is what
Tyler
the Falcons are
Algier
going to be
gets
like.
1,000 carries, and when Bijan got the ball, it was awesome.
It was just like, yeah, seriously. It was let's just snake. You know, my running back, my fantasy football running back. Let's just snake his 2 touchdowns that he did everything for, but at least he got one. You know. That being said, I mean, like, hey, Falcons, that's probably what that brand of football is going to be like all year. Is just if that defense can kind of shut people down, they're just going to be a running team that it might be boring, but they might be effective, man. I mean, they didn't look bad. I mean, except Desmond Ridder looked bad. I mean, but
Taylor Heineke by week 4.
Yeah, you can only hope so. That's the only thing. Like, that's the problem if they keep winning. You know, that's the only problem. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, noon games are noon games for a reason, and this was the most noon game of all time. The Commanders left hand up beat the Cardinals 20-16.
Left hand up, buddy.
Not the MVP run start that I was hoping for Sam Howell, but it's only week 1. He'll get there. Hey, MVP last year beat the Cardinals week 1. That's what he did, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean that's true. They got same offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
Same offensive coordinator. No, I mean, hey,
People are talking.
It was it was an ugly game, but another one of those games. It was a defensive battle. Like, I mean, I'm looking at the list, and it seems like almost every game is just defensive. But it was encouraging to see that the Cardinals weren't completely just useless, I guess. I thought they were going to get kind of rolled, honestly.
They
by the
scored
Commanders.
16 points more than I thought they would. So
Yeah, like seriously, I thought it was going to be it was a boring game, but I thought it was going to be like, this is high schoolers versus college,
100%.
Alabama looking stuff. But I mean, I don't know, man. They put up a fight. They were gritty. They were trying to kill freaking Sam Howell, but they were gritty. I mean,
yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
He's a dog.
Some of those
fight
hits
through
were
it.
crazy. That Undertaker throw for the flag was the greatest thing ever, but that ref on the ground throwing that thing, oh, it was so good.
Stands up.
Top tier.
He
Top tier.
made eye contact with the guy too.
I know, it was actually perfect.
All right, moving on. We got Jags 31, Colts 21. Your favorite rookie quarterback with his home opener. He got a touchdown.
Yeah, he probably should have had a second one. That man, it was a little bit of a welcome to the NFL moment. He had good things and bad things. He took a lot of hits though, and
He's not gonna be able to do that all season.
No, he's big, man. But even like people like Josh Allen, who's huge, Cam Newton, huge. Like, it just wears on you eventually. You just gotta slowly. I mean, I guess Josh Allen's still doing it. He's crazy, but
yeah, he's jumping over 3 people when he has no chance of making a first down.
Interesting plays. No, I mean, there was definitely like that very last hit he took before he came out for the rest of the game. I mean, he got hammered, man, and that's the stuff he's just gonna have to be a little bit smarter about. I get you want to get that touchdown, you want to give your team a chance, and I respect it, but at the same time, it's like, you're a rookie, man. You got a long career. He had a lot of bright moments and a lot of rookie moments, but he is
some accuracy issues, but he's got a lot of potential.
He's an athlete, dude. I mean, he is an athlete. That guy's, for how big he is and how he can move, is just crazy.
This game also won the award for weirdest play of the week with the fumble into
Absolutely.
Tank Bigsby's hands, and then a DeForest Buckner diving toward the pylon touchdown. That was ridiculous. That's made this game closer than it looked, but also the Colts had a chance to cover
Yeah.
at the end. And
The Colts had a chance to win. I mean, they could have, man. I mean, if he would have hit that touchdown towards the end instead of getting himself knocked out, I mean, they had a chance. But you know, it was at least it was one of the more entertaining games. I mean, this next one was. Oh my God, it was hard to watch. I felt bad.
Let's go ahead. 49ers 30, Steelers 7.
This is almost the worst game of the week.
Well, I got a fun here. I'll
Almost.
start it off with my fun stat for you, okay? The Steelers are the only NFL team that hasn't recorded a 400-yard game on offense since the start of the 2021 season. Every other team has done it at least 3 times. 9 teams have done it 10 times plus. Matt Canada became the OC in 2021.
I mean, I don't know what else to say, dude. Like, I don't think it's a talent thing necessarily. Yeah, I think there's some issues with Pickett, but
Well, he
and the
got
line
his
was a little
head slammed to
yeah,
hell,
line,
but
dude, he
Yeah,
probably shouldn't.
he didn't
That
look
was
good,
rough.
though.
That was rough. But at the same time, that play calls, they're just not helping him out. I felt bad for Mike Tomlin. Like I genuinely did, because it was hard to watch. It's like a guy you love and respect as a coach, but when you watch your team get beat 40 to set or 40, oh God, that's a different team. 30 to 7. But like it's a team that their defense still played hard and played good at times, and it just didn't matter. And it was, I don't know, man.
49ers look unstoppable. I mean, right after the day after we recorded last week, Nick Bosa gets an extension for 5 years, $170 million.
Yeah.
Insane deal. But he
But
gets
TJ
no
was the one who
sack,
showed
and
up.
TJ Watt
TJ
gets
showed up.
3. So
God, man. If he could stay healthy, that guy is guaranteed to break the sack record. But
TJ Watt got what, 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles, and they lost 30 to 7.
that's the part that hurts, dude. It's like, how is the defense that good and you guys still move on?
Yeah,
move on,
moving
Zach.
on. Let's
another-
move on to 2
defense.
back-to-back games that were freaking amazing. Let's start off with the old bowl down in New Orleans. Titans 15, Saints 16. Would you like to move on?
I would just like to go past
All
it.
right, Raiders 17, Broncos 16.
If we could just skip past that one
All
too.
right,
But
here
hey,
we go.
Russ is back, isn't he, though?
Let them cook.
Jeez.
Eagles 25, Pats 20. This game at the end of the first quarter was 16-0.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like the Patriots, they finally woke up in the second quarter.
They shot themselves in the foot and then slowly
did.
crawled back.
They did. All things considered, I know it's 25-20, which is kind of another weird score, but it was an entertaining game at the end. I mean, this was that third and fourth quarter, the second half of this game. Watching the Patriots kind of drive a little bit and really actually look decent at times, like pretty good at times. I was like, man, this is fun to watch. That fourth quarter, especially when it was like, oh God, they could win. They really can actually beat the Eagles right now. And they were, I mean, watching them come back from that, it was fun. You know, it was fun to watch. At least it wasn't a blowout. I gotta appreciate that one. It was a little weird from the Eagles. I mean, they won. God, it was one of those
It
games where it
didn't
was
look
like,
great.
yeah, like
Their
it
defense
was almost
set
like,
them up to blow them out, and the offense really didn't come out and do anything. But then again, the Patriots' defense also is not
Yeah.
going to be anything to mess around with this year.
I feel like that game would have been like if the Chiefs managed to win against the Lions. It would have been the same kind of like, that was not impressive, but they won. That's what it would have been. Like a team that like should be way more impressive wasn't. I think that's kind of what the Eagles felt like watching that game. They was just really, God, Jalen Hurts just looked bad. I mean, they just weren't connecting on anything. It was just such a weird game.
Eagles fans
And-
told me it was because it was raining. It didn't rain
mean-
in any other games this week. Only the Eagles game. That's why Jalen Hurts did bad.
Well, that's why we'll talk about that one later.
Uh-huh.
All right, on to the next one, dude. Rams Seattle.
This
dude.
was the surprise of the week for me. Rams destroy the Seahawks 30-13.
Yeah, I had a double take. I didn't really watch. I watched some of this game. I watched like the first half, and then I kind of like gave up. I was like, you know, it'll probably be Seattle winning. I had a double take when I saw that they lost 30-13 because it just didn't make sense to me.
The first
I did
quarter
say,
didn't
though,
look
I
bad, but I mean,
said to you, this is the team. This is the one I thought was going to upset. I said they've always played the Seattle really well. You know, I said on the podcast last week, I said they always play Seattle well. I'm not gonna be surprised if they win, but I would not have expected 30-13. Like, no way. I would have thought maybe they won by like 2. No way I would have thought of like a blowout like that. But
Yeah.
hey,
There's 3 bright lights for Seattle still. I mean, Geno Smith looked terrible, but 3 bright spots that I saw. Bobby Wagner is still flying all around the field. Guy had like 18 tackles or something.
that dude is an absolute freak.
Yeah.
That dude is he is like 37 years old. I mean, he is an absolute freak. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be around
He's
there.
a dog.
God.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, even after coming off wrist surgery, looked great still.
I didn't think he was gonna play. Like, I guess I wasn't paying attention enough, but when I saw him out there, it shocked me, and I was like, "Oh my
He
lord!"
looked good too.
He did. He had good route running.
And obviously, the best looking player for Seattle was DK Metcalf. He's finding his way to be wide open every time. But,
yeah, the problem was Geno, man. I mean, he didn't get a lot of throws.
Oh my god! I mean,
oh my god, dude. That was probably the best part of that game.
I probably
that
would
was
yell something worse if
I
I
would
saw
be-
Aaron Donald
dude,
running at me.
Hey,
so.
no way. I'm falling on the ground and I'm praying. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm not taking that hit, but no, man, that was a weird game. I do think Seattle is probably going to be fine. It was just a bad start against a division opponent, but weird game, man. I hope, for Geno's sake, I hope they can be better because that'll be rough, man.
Get Kenneth
but-
Walker gone. They'll be all right.
Kenneth, he looked good too.
Yeah.
He had moments.
I'm
But-
gonna switch up the order here. I'm gonna go Packers 38, Bears 20.
This wasn't a surprise to me. I think. I mean, did you pick the Bears? Did you pick the Bears? Is
I
that one
picked
of
the
them?
Bears because I hate the Packers. To be fair.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know you did. But,
But
this is one. I mean, I knew Jordan Love was gonna ball out. I called this in the offseason when I saw him play that one game against the Eagles. Look, it was the Bears. I get it, but I saw him play that one game against the Eagles. He just looked different. He looked more confident, man. And like watching him in the preseason throwing, it was. I hate it, but it looked like Aaron Rodgers. Like he was just confident. I'm more athletic. Like run around. I don't think he's gonna have like that crazy movement, the stuff that Aaron Rodgers does. But I mean, just the throwing motion and the confidence just looked better. And for him, like that's what Trey Lance needs. Like just people, some of these young quarterbacks, if they just get that, they could be so talented. I mean, they are so talented, they could be so much better. But I don't know, man. I liked watching Jordan Love, dude. Aaron Jones was an absolute monster. The defense
hopefully
looked great.
he's healthy. I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't come back in after he hurt himself at the end of the game. But I mean, I'll even cut the Bears slack. They got a lot of new defensive players that they're plugging in to play with each other.
Yeah.
But number 1 overall pick. I mean,
Yeah.
Jordan Love
I mean, no,
looked good, but I would like to see how he does against an actual defense.
No, you're right, dude. Hey, we'll take it slow on that one. I would also like to see just on the other side, like Justin Fields just throw the ball, dude.
Him and
I-
DJ
I-
Moore could not get it going at all.
I had played on fantasy football, dude. It hurt really bad because it was just one of those like connections you thought right away was just like it just seemed like it was gonna fit. He's such a good route runner. Like he's so good at getting open. He got
Yeah.
2 passes to him and he caught both of them. And I don't know, man. They need to just work on making him release quick. Like give him some quick throws. They're expecting him to always be able to. Maybe it's him doing it too. I don't know.
I think the
But-
problem is, I said it earlier this week. I mean, they draft him and he's good with his feet, and they make him
Yeah.
a pocket passer. It doesn't work. Then last year he goes crazy being a running quarterback,
Yeah.
which opened up the pass game a little bit more for
Yep.
him. And then
Absolutely.
this year they're just converting back to making him a pocket passer. It's just not going to work. I don't know why
It-
they're
it sucks.
forcing him to be something that he can't be.
Yeah, it sucks. Like I kind of get, I get why they're. It's almost like how, I mean, like Jalen Hurts at the very beginning. They were like, they didn't want him to run like at all, basically. And then like you got to take it. Even Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
they were like they did too much running probably in the beginning. But I mean, there's a reason these guys are so dynamic. Like you got to take advantage of it. Yeah, to an extent. Anthony Richardson might have did it a little bit too much and took too many hits. But at the same time, it's like the guy's so talented at that aspect of his game. You got to let him use it at least helping him. And he did use it a lot, but it was broken plays.
Yeah.
It wasn't like designed. And their design runs were nasty last year with him. He is so fun to watch when he runs. He is like it is like watching like a Lamar that just strides. Like he strides and it's so cool. He is so fast. I mean, it's just out of nowhere. I don't know, man.
Got to work with his talents, not against him. All right,
I
game of
mean,
the week.
Yes, it was.
Game of the week: Dolphins 36, Chargers 34.
Yeah, this
I'm
game was
getting
electric,
worried
dude.
for State. He's supposed to be the defensive guy, and he is just not. He's not cutting what the Chargers should be.
I mean, I agree. I think it's It's definitely a coaching thing for me with the chart. It's always been it for a long time. It feels like they've just never had the right coach. This is not the first time. I mean, this is not the first time that like first season where it's been like, oh God, they have so much talent. They're so talented, like all the way around, offensively, defensively. They have good linemen, and it just an amazing quarterback, a really good running back. I know they versed like a Dolphins team they are stacked on offense, like especially they are, but I just like
Got to do something better than playing man against Tyreek Hill.
what is people were able to do it. Like he was able to get shut down in the Chiefs offense. I mean, for the most part. Yeah, I get it. You can adapt, but at the same time, it's like there's got to be. You played against him. Like they played against him like 10 times. I don't know. Not even just that though. Like the Chargers, it's a team I'm okay with them losing, but they're crazy talented, and they should just be better. It's like you see a team like that, and you're shocked when they aren't winning every game. It's like the 49ers. Like they are literally the 49ers with a quarterback. I mean, maybe not as talented, but they're right there, dude. They got a Bosa too.
And props to the Dolphins offense. They were freaking electric.
Tua.
I had to play against Tyreek Hill, so that sucked. But
yeah.
I mean,
tough,
obviously still some defensive questions with that high of a scoring game, but the offense was fun to watch. I mean, obviously that whole game was fun to watch, but I mean it came down to the wire. It was awesome.
Yeah, and it was a game we expected to be high scoring. We did. I mean, it is two really good, should be really good offenses this year. But I mean, like Tua looked great. I mean, Tua looked comfortable. He was throwing dimes, man. I mean, his deep balls still aren't the best, but Tyreek with him, it just get it close. It's just so awesome. I mean, I loved it when he was with us, but like it is just so cool to see. He is just so talented, man. I don't know. That Tua looked good, dude. I liked it. 200 like something yards for Tyreek. What a start, man. 2 touchdowns.
I mean, Tua's on pace for 7,000 passing yards. So.
Yeah, he's hitting it, dude. He's hitting it. 7K, right. Breaking all records.
Sunday night football. Me versus you. Cowboys versus Giants. Giants start off the game running down the field. Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley. They ended up getting stopped in the red zone. Go to kick a field goal. Blocked in return for a touchdown. Everything's downhill from there. Cowboys win 40-0.
I mean, there's really not much we need to talk about with this game.
I got a fun stat. I won't rub it in too much because I've been doing that already, obviously. But here, just real quick. In one season, no team has ever lost to 40-0 or worse, lost the sack battle 7-0 or worse, lost the turnover battle 3-0 or worse, had a blocked field goal returned for a touchdown, and threw a pick six. In a season, 16, 17 games. The Giants did all that in one single night.
Well, dude, like they say, you got to get the bad out of the way first, Just get it out of the way now, and it's
so
good.
The Cowboys are going to be even better?
Dude, it's I can't. What am I supposed to say about this game? I mean, I told you as soon as they didn't score that first drive when they should have. I mean, as soon as they didn't, I said this game's over. They had to score. They had to get confidence.
Listen,
I
here's
don't
the
have
thing.
much to say, dude. It was Danny Dimes. They paid that guy.
They'll get the rematch, and you know what they always say: 11th time's a charm. They got it next time. Trust.
We can end it. Just
Monday Night Football. This was insane,
buddy. Aaron Rodgers. What a season.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers came out, electrified the whole stadium.
I will say, that was badass.
Everyone was hype. He's carrying out a flag in New York during 9/11.
Yeah.
Stamps a flag, does his little weed puff with Sauce Gardner.
So good, dude.
Everyone's hype. And then they stop the Bills' offense on their first drive. They get the ball, and 3 plays later.
3 plays, 4 plays.
3 official plays later. Aaron Rodgers is now out for the season. The biggest off-season story is over. Possibly even bigger story. The Jets still won 22-16.
I mean, maybe they would have been unbelievably good with Aaron Rodgers. Like, seriously. I know everybody was kind of on and off, hey, it's the first year with him, but they could have been, they should have been, maybe they would have been Super Bowl. I mean, I guess technically they still could be, but
even
Zach
when they
Wilson
got him,
had moments. Okay, he had moments. He didn't look great, but he had moments. And
I'm not jumping on that train. I'm not jumping.
No,
I'm not
going to. I'm not going to. What I'm saying is he already looked better than he did last year at times.
I agree.
Now, if they actually plan with him, we can see what happens. But I'm not going to
Okay.
jump ahead of that.
Here's what I'll say. Bad quarterbacks have obviously been to the Super Bowl before.
Yeah.
But them getting Rodgers was never the reason they were going to go to the Super Bowl. The reason was they weren't going to have Zach Wilson be their quarterback anymore. That was why the Jets were hyped to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, that was probably part of it. The real reason I would say is that defense is just unbelievable.
They didn't need an Aaron Rodgers to say this team could go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They needed not Zach Wilson.
What's the irony in that, dude? Oh, he said he was going to make any quarterback that came in there.
Even when he was playing, he threw a terrible throw as a touchdown pass. That's just Garrett Wilson being an absolute animal.
What catch,
and that's an undrafted free agent returning a punt in overtime for a touchdown. It wasn't Zach Wilson still. I mean, he threw a fucking interception.
No, and I wasn't saying it was. Let's be fair. I wasn't saying he
the
was
best quarterback in that game for the Jets was Josh Allen. 4 turnovers.
Absolutely. He threw 3 picks to the same guy.
And a fumble.
He said, fuck it, Whitehead's out there, I'm just going to launch it. And Whitehead caught every single one of them, dude. No, that fumble was, oh my God. Can we just say something, okay? The guy has like 80-something turnovers since he's came into the league. He's got the most by like a mile from the next highest person from when he came into the league. Can we stop it with Josh Allen? Like, he's supremely talented. I think we all get that. He is a gunslinger. He has a crazy arm. He has a really good running. The guy has never won an overtime game. He's never been able to just like, he's 0-5. I mean, he's never been able to win an overtime game. He's never been able to like get away from this hero ball. Like, he has to always do something crazy. And I get it. You know, the first couple of years in your career, like maybe. Like, Mahomes had a really bad problem with that in his first 2 years. But you got to evolve. I mean, you got to evolve.
The problem is he's able.
He said
he's able to turn it off. I mean, that last drive that he had with Stephon Diggs, I mean, it looked great. It was amazing. Stephon Diggs came up to him sideline. He said, "Hey, Fokker, just throw it to me. We're gonna win."
Yeah, just give me the.
And that's exactly what they did. But yeah, I mean, he's the reason they lost that game, for sure.
I mean, it sucks. Like I have a love-hate with Josh Allen. Clearly, I don't love the guy because it was like a rivalry with the Chiefs. But I mean, that's not the rivalry anymore. It really is the Bengals. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you're so good, but you're almost too good for your head. Like you overdo too much. I don't know who's telling him to do all this stuff, or it's just him. But like, someone needs to tell him, like, you have got to be able to play as a team. Like, it's not all you. And James Cook, dude, he was great yesterday.
Under 54 yards.
He looks.
Rushing
Yeah,
yards.
how many?
Under 54 rushing yards. I just know because I made a parlay where I know
Josh Allen hit it.
I know what these teams are gonna do, but I don't trust who's gonna win. Which was genius because the game went to fucking overtime. Yeah. But Josh Allen over 29.5 rushing yards. James Cook under. I read the whole game. I made the script.
It was a given.
But
that being said, like, man, they have a team. Their defense was good. Well, I mean, we'll see. I guess they were versing. We'll see what their defense is like when they verse I don't know who they got next week, but we'll see what their next team that they verse and what we feel.
I think they have the Raiders next.
Okay. Well, we'll
but
see.
Yeah, I mean,
I
more
know,
interesting thing, I think the Bills will be okay. I'm interested in to see what the Jets will do. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Saleh said they're going to run with Zach for now, but they're obviously going to need to sign another QB. They reached out to Chad Henne, and Colin Kaepernick's team has reached out to the Jets.
I would love to see
there's
that
a
guy
lot of
play
free
again,
agent quarterbacks still. They'll sign someone eventually. I mean, they could get fucking Footsteps Flacco, who's been there with them. They could get Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz if they want trouble. But yeah, they'll find someone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best free agent quarterback as a backup right now would probably be Joe Flacco or even Chase Daniels, who's been backed up at the Chargers forever. So
yeah. I mean, we'll see, dude.
Colt McCoy.
They have to obviously get. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. He's just recently. Yeah, he's a good person to put with Zach. I don't know. Look, we'll see what happens. Let's move on from week 1. Week 1's done.
Yeah, we'll give it a little NFL break with some college games.
Yes, thank you, dude.
I got a little recap of just some stuff that's been happening so far in the season for you.
Hey, the stage is yours, buddy.
Georgia football is 2-0. They played nobodies. They played Tennessee Martin and Ball State. They've won both games by more than 40 points. They have 0 sacks. The Georgia defense has 0 sacks. They play South Carolina next, which I think South Carolina could possibly cover, but I don't trust it. I'm just wondering what's the deal with this Georgia defense with this slow start. I mean, you would think with small teams like that they would absolutely murder them.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Next thing is, I think Penn State could possibly win the Big Ten.
They look good, dude.
I think I think they're better than Ohio State, and I think they could possibly beat out Michigan.
That's some bold statements, buddy.
The only problem is they haven't had a real test yet. They haven't really played anyone either, and they play Illinois next, who KU just beat. So, I mean, Penn State should be able to take care of them. KU, I'm not saying it. KU won me some money, so I ain't gonna insult KU. I'm just saying.
State.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Penn State's probably a little better.
Yeah, well, you'd hope so.
The possibility of Notre Dame's being back is real. They're 3-0. They haven't had a big test yet, but they got Ohio State.
They've looked good though.
They have Ohio State September 23rd, 2 weeks. So,
God, that's gonna be a game, man.
Notre Dame
has looked
either
good.
It's a good game and Notre Dame's back, or they get blown out and
Yeah.
they're just big old phonies again. But Sam Hartman's been looking good, and I mean, people have him as a possible Heisman winner. So, ranked number 18 now, Colorado beat Nebraska 36-14, and the spread was -3.
I mean, we knew. I think we both agreed that was gonna. We both bet on that. I mean,
this is the nation's team. Everyone's cheering for Colorado at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just
hard
how
not to.
long are the sportsbook gonna doubt them? I mean, they gave us 2 free passes in a row now.
I do think this is probably the last week. I don't know what it looks like right now, though. You might have to tell me.
I will.
That being said, that is a fun team to watch, and man, his son is so good. I mean, Shador
Sanders.
He is so fun to watch, man. I mean, he is just out there having fun, dude.
Xavier Weaver, another one of the wide receivers.
Yeah,
freaking monster. Obviously, we know
dude.
Travis Hunter's a monster.
Yeah, we already know.
All right, moving on.
It's good.
North Carolina's defense is bad. This is a team that has the quarterback everyone's saying is going to go second. Yep. I mean, and they barely beat App State 40-34 in overtime.
Yeah.
Their defense looks terrible. So I don't even say anything else about that. But Texas beat Alabama 30-24. Yep. People are saying Texas is back. Quinn Ewers threw like 350 and for 3 touchdowns. He had bombs. I mean, he was throwing absolute missiles.
I mean, that was a good game. Like Texas that should have been winning by more. Like no joke.
I mean, Alabama was making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, Texas just looked like the better team.
Jalen Milroe only threw for 255, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, it just all in all, like every phase, Texas just looked better. So it was just so weird against a team like Alabama to say that. It's like
it was weird because you're sitting there the whole time like, all right, Alabama's going to come back and win this game.
Right? Yeah, like
Alabama's
when is it going to
come
happen?
back and win this game? And it just didn't happen. They didn't come back and win the game.
Yeah.
All right, but
man.
That's my little college recap. I got some bets going into this next week that I like for you.
Hit him, bud.
We'll start off with the easiest one for me. Have to keep riding the train. Colorado -21.5 versus Colorado State. I mean, if the sportsbook's going to keep giving it to us, we got to keep taking it. And absolutely. Colorado State looks terrible. So.
Yep, I agree with you on that one.
Next one, Penn State -14.5 versus Illinois. Like I just said, KU just beat Illinois.
KU could do it.
KU beat Illinois by 11 points. I think Penn State can beat them by a little bit.
And that really could have been worse. So yeah, I think Penn State could really beat the crap out of them.
LSU -9 versus Mississippi State. LSU just played an HBCU school, Grambling. And beat them 70-10. So I think they should be fine. 70-something to 10. I think they just got their frustration out, and I think after losing to Florida State, I mean, they needed that.
Florida State is no joke, dude.
For real. And the offense is starting to click. So, and Mississippi State just struggled to Arizona. They barely won in overtime as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. LSU looking like they could do it again.
And then K-State -4.5. I might even take this -6.5. Against Missouri. K-State's offense has been looking way too good compared to what Missouri's been putting out there, so I feel like that might be a free win.
It's tough. The only thing that's tough about this is it used to be rivals and stuff. We'll see. But like I agree, dude. K-State just top to bottom looks so good.
I think K
I mean,
State's ranked
they
like
look good.
in the top 15 right now, and
Yeah,
Missouri's
they
not
look
even
great.
ranked. I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna get ran through.
Yeah, I mean, last thing we got Bolton from Missouri. You know, that was the last thing good that came out of Missouri, man. No,
All right.
I mean it should be a decent game still, but yeah, K State, I think I would take that for sure. 6.5 minus 6.5. Yeah, I'd take that.
That's all I got for college, buddy. You ready to do these week 2 predictions?
Let's do these picks, buddy.
All right, starting off with Thursday Night Football on Amazon this week. We got Vikings plus 6.5 against the Eagles. So we still doing money line this week.
We are just doing money line. We're gonna give it a little bit longer until these start to get a little bit more what they should be. But money line, I mean, I think we're both gonna agree on this one. So I'll say Eagles for sure.
Oh, that's what we're doing? Oh, yeah, we're taking the Eagles. Okay.
I'm sorry. Whoa,
It was a joke. It was a joke. All right. Then the long way till Sunday's noon kickoff. We'll start with hometown team Chiefs minus 3 at the Jags.
Yeah, I do think this is Chiefs. This is
need
gonna
it.
be a big difference with that we might see a team. We might beat the crap out of the Jags. I mean, I know Calvin Ridley's gonna be a problem, but this could be a hey, don't forget about us game. I think Mahomes is pissed. Like I think he wants to show everybody. And Travis is probably gonna be playing. We know Chris Jones is gonna be playing. Only person I'm worried about is Ridley and Etienne, but you know we'll see.
Bixby.
Hey, Tank is a dog, dude.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna take after all the Chris Jones stuff, I was gonna take a spite bet minus 2.5 Jags, but I'm not actually gonna do that because I banned the Chiefs since Chris Jones didn't sit out till week 8. I banned the Chiefs from my sports book till week 8, so instead I'll just do a vengeance pick here and say the Jags are gonna win.
That's fine. Hey, dude, that's
all
cool with
spite,
me.
100% spite.
I know.
I'll admit it
You don't
right
have to tell
now.
me.
Raiders Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
I'll take the Bills. That line is weird though.
Plus
I think
8.5.
Raiders. I think Raiders.
It's
are gonna
at the
cover.
Bills too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, we'll go Bills.
Couple jumps.
But we don't need to say much about that one.
Okay. Ravens plus 3 at the Bengals.
This is ridiculous. Give me Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens too.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. There's no way I would look. Bengals might come out and play great, but like the fact that they're that's an easy bet. Plus 3 against them, I would make that bet 100% of the time.
All right, here we go. Chargers are minus 3 in Tennessee.
Give me the Chargers. This is gonna be a game though. I think this is gonna be a bloody game, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Tennessee
to take
is always like that.
I'm gonna have to take the Chargers as well.
It's gonna be close.
Seahawks plus 5.5 at the Lions.
You're gonna hate me on this, dude. I'm gonna say Seahawks. This is the bounce back.
Really?
I'm gonna.
I like the Lions
hater.
first game
do.
too much. I mean, I like the rookies. I'm taking the Lions.
I will take Seattle here just for the sheer fact that I think. God, man, I'm talking myself out of it in my head. Like I want to take the Lions. Like I really, I do think.
I think you're right for Seattle. I mean, dogs had quite a week 1, so.
Yeah, we'll get Seattle. Oh God, I'm gonna feel bad about that one. Yeah, we'll say Seattle.
All right, here we go. Bears plus 3 at the Bucks.
This is a hard one.
Well, I'm taking the Bucks. Bears
You are?
didn't show me anything that I liked, so
I agree.
I'm gonna
dude.
make them prove it to me first.
Let me also take the Bucks. I just think that those linebackers are too fast, man. They're gonna keep up with Fields. Not let him. He's gonna have some stuff, but God, let me take the Bucks. Let me take the Bucks.
All right, we got Packers minus 1.5 at the Falcons.
Give me Packers. I do think the Packers defense is gonna hold. This is gonna be a game though. I think this is gonna be a good game.
I hate the Packers. I'm taking the Falcons.
That's fine.
Colts minus 1.5 at the Texans. We got ourselves another toilet bowl.
This is another tough one though. Like this is up. Colts look better than the Texans.
Rookie
last
versus
week.
rookie. I'm taking the Colts.
Give me Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Colts also.
49ers
Afternoon?
are minus 7.5 at the Rams at 325.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take 49ers. It's
Yeah.
hard to.
I mean, the way they play, there's no other choice to take.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to bet against it.
All right, bounce back game for your Giants minus 5.5 at the Josh Dobbs Cardinals.
I'm gonna take the Giants, but dear God, I hope they win. Like this is a. If they lose this, oh God, just drop for them 1 pick.
I think
Please.
Saquon goes off and
Yeah,
Giants
I
win.
agree. Yeah, I think he's get 150 plus.
Here we
range.
go. Jets plus 9.5 at the Cowboys.
This line to me is, we'll kind of see. I think the Jets defense is going to keep him in the game. That being said, I will go Cowboys.
I 100% agree. It's probably just going to be a very defensive game and a test for the Cowboys offense, but I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, left hand up. We got the Commanders plus 3.5 going into Denver.
Give me the Commanders, buddy.
Yep, I'm going to have to agree with you there, too.
Well, what am I supposed to feel good about the Broncos outside of Javonte Williams? So, I mean, their defense is good still, but yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
The way I thought about it is who's had more success beating the Broncos than Eric Bieniemy, so.
That's so true, dude. That's so true.
I think he'll have a couple things dialed up.
That's good. That was a good point.
All right, here we go. Sunday night football. Dolphins are minus 2.5 going into Foxborough.
This is going to be a game, I think, dude. Man. Patriots always make it tough. I'm going to say Dolphins, though.
I am also going to take the Dolphins.
Copying me.
No, that's just
I get
the
it.
pick.
That's a tough one, though. I get it, though. This is where it gets tough right here.
All right, we got a double header on Monday.
Mm.
Here we go.
They needed two of these
Saints
games.
minus 3 at the Panthers. I am going to go first so you don't say I'm copying you. I'm taking the Saints.
I will also take the Saints.
Oh, copying me.
I think that one could be surprising, but yeah, I'm just we'll leave it at that. See what that game's like.
All right, here we go. Browns are minus 2 at the Steelers.
What do you think, man? What do you got? This is a tough one for me.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you my favorite right now is the Browns minus 2. They're going to keep giving us minus 2 against the Steelers after that performance. I'm going to keep taking it.
I was also going to pick the Browns. That game, I don't know. Browns also didn't look great, offensively. So I don't know. It's going to be a weird game. But yeah, man. Well, there you go. Your favorites out of the way. You got Browns. My favorite, buddy. We're going to go with the Packers. Minus 1.5 against the Falcons.
I hate you.
I'm not riding the Packers, dude. I'm just saying, the defense, I think is going to.
It's one that you're taking the Packers, and 2 that your favorite is only minus 1.5.
Okay. It was either that or Chiefs. So do you want me to go lame and say yes to the Chiefs?
I mean,
I thought you'd say I'd be lame if I said the Chiefs.
It can't get worse, so. All right, my favorite underdog. I don't even remember. Let me look at my notes.
Please don't copy mine. I hope you didn't.
My favorite underdog is Jets plus 9.5.
That's a good one. That was my second pick. My favorite one is Seattle plus 5.5 against the Lions.
My thought was just I don't think that's going to be a very high scoring game, Jets versus Cowboys. So I think the Jets defense will be able to keep it within fucking 9.5.
Well, I think that's also my thought on the Seattle one and the Lions. I think could be high scoring, but I think that one they're going to keep it close.
Lions also got a good offense though.
Yeah.
Oh,
they used Jameer.
We didn't even say the week 1 score. I won. Thanks to my favorite underdog, 12-10.
God, dude, that's the only reason he won. It should have been a tie. That's what I get, dude. I picked some bad ones. Came back, but yeah,
long
12-10, man. Good for you. You're up 1-0 on the weeks.
We both went.
Zach.
What, 10-6? That's pretty good.
Yeah, we tied, but you got those favorites, man. So let's hope. Come on, Packers, Seattle. Give me that Money Manziel flavor, dude. I like that.
All right. Let's end the show
top 5
off.
snake drafts, buddy. Let's do it.
Let's end the show off. Top 5 snake draft this week. We're doing favorite chip flavors.
Yeah, dude. And I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this. Well, let's go. A lot of this is gonna be off the head because this is going. I didn't want to make a list for this because I want it to be. I have a lot in my head, but I want it to be so organic and just feel right, dude.
All right, heads or tails?
Give me tails, man. One day I'll get it.
Tails.
Holy crap, dude. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Doritos spicy nacho.
Okay.
That's my favorite kind of Doritos. Doritos my favorite kind of chip. Tortilla over potato any day.
Absolutely.
Doritos spicy nacho.
All right, dude. I'll give you that. I will also stick with Doritos, and I will go with the sweet and spicy chili.
That's my second favorite. That's a good one.
So good, man. My second favorite I don't. This is tough, dude. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna go with baked lays. Give me that cheddar baked lays, dude. Like baked, though. It has to be baked. Just give me. It just gotta be baked. What?
This is your second pick.
I'm going off. I told
Did
you.
you
I'm going
really
personal
think I
preference.
was? Yeah, but did you really think I was gonna come
I'm
up
not going.
and steal that?
I'm not
from you?
going for yours. I'm going for mine right now. Okay. God, dude. All right, go.
What a reach!
All right.
I'm gonna go with salt and vinegar. I love salt and vinegar chips. For my third pick, this is gonna surprise you because I don't like Cheetos, but I do like the Flamin' Hot flavor.
No.
You get
way.
Ruffles Flamin' Hot; they're delicious.
Okay, that does only slightly surprise me, but yeah. Speaking on that same spicy note, first of all, salt and vinegar is tough to beat. But I'll beat it with jalapeno because jalapeno chips are so good.
Kettle
Kettle cooked, absolutely. You already know what I'm talking about, buddy.
Yeah.
You already know what
Miss
I'm talking
Vicky's.
about. Absolutely, so good. Yeah, kettle cooked. Oh my god, I almost said salt and vinegar. And then I'm also gonna go. It's hard to just beat like barbecue. Just a good barbecue.
Yeah, you
chip,
knew that
man.
one wasn't gonna be on
And
my freaking
what I was
list.
gonna say. I know you weren't gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say Pringles ones. The Pringle barbecue is
Oh my god! Honorable
Pringles
mention I just
pouches.
thought of.
so good. But yeah, what you got?
I mean, for my last two, I'm gonna have to go with two of my secret favorites. Garden salsa sun chips. One of
Oh
them.
my.
So
Oh my
good.
god, that you're right.
So good.
The red ones?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the best bag.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Orange bag,
good.
terrible. Original,
Terrible.
okay. Garden salsa, perfection.
It's goated. Yeah, I agree.
And then last pick, Zapp's Voodoo New Orleans styled kettle chips.
That's right. Yep. I knew you
So
were gonna
good.
say that. You've told me about them before. I knew you were gonna say that. I'm just gonna do it with my last pick, just a classic, dude. Just the classic Dorito, the nacho cheese Dorito.
Nacho cheese. Yeah, that was on my list. But I
Yeah,
got
hard
spicy
to
nachos,
beat.
so I didn't want nacho cheese.
I got two honorable. And I had two nachos. I had two Doritos in there, but I got two honorable mentions, dude. What you got? What's one of yours?
I also have two honorable mentions. In case you stole some of mine, I was just gonna go with the tortilla chip.
You're right though.
Yeah,
Damn
you
good
can eat
chip.
them plain or
It's a damn
with
good
anything
tip.
on it. So yeah.
God, I can't argue.
And then when you said Pringles barbecue, honorable mention Pringles pizza flavored.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. Oh, that's a good one. I am gonna go with just sour cream and onion of pretty much any chip.
Nope, can't do it.
I know you're not a huge fan, but personally love it. There's a lot of chips you could do, and it makes it work really well. And then I was just gonna end with, dude. I hate it that I'm saying this, but Cool Ranch Doritos at times are still really good.
No.
It's not my favorite by any means, and I like nacho. It's definitely down there on the Dorito list. But like every once in a while, a little Cool Ranch isn't bad. Okay, it's not great. It's not bad.
Those were dishonorable mentions.
Whatever.
All right.
Personal preference.
But well,
Oh my god, I didn't say Funyuns, dude. And Funyuns.
Funyuns are
They're
disgusting,
goated.
that's why.
Okay. And Bugles. Bugles are good.
All right, now the wait till week 2 starts. By the time this comes out, it'll be a lot closer. But
Yeah, God, we got 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days till Thursday night for when this was recorded. This will probably come out tomorrow, so or maybe Thursday morning. So congratulations, it's game day or the day before. Either way, dude. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. As always, thank you, Zach. Love you, buddy. Chef Kiss, dude. This is a good time. I'm just so happy football's back, man. It's just fun to talk about it again. It's fun to get together and do this. We're gonna try and do some live streams soon. We're gonna figure out,
maybe some Sunday watch-alongs.
maybe
Maybe some college football watch-alongs while we drink.
I need that because I need someone to force me to watch college football. But anyways, dude. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We are the Unshackled Pod, buddy.
Have a good college and pro football weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Deuces. Bye. Love you.